Hi everyone. Welcome back to English Step by Step. Today's lesson is all about something students always struggle with: how to write strong, effective endings for narrative essays. Most students write strong beginnings, and then they panic at the end and write something quick, flat, or confusing. But after today's lesson, you will always know how to finish your stories with confidence and impress the examiner. Here's what we'll cover today: the 4 powerful types of narrative endings, common mistakes students must avoid, how to choose the right ending for your story, a full demonstration using one mini story, weak versus strong ending comparisons, sentence starters you can use, a final checklist, and a short practice task at the end. Let's begin. Before we learn the good techniques, let's look at what not to do. These are mistakes examiners see every single year. Mistake 1. It was all a dream. Please don't do this. It feels lazy and childish. Mistake 2. Adding new characters or events right at the end. The ending is not the place to expand your plot. Mistake 3. Ending at the climax. A good story needs a moment after the action settles. Mistake 4. Over-explaining the moral. Avoid lines like "the lesson I learned was," it feels forced. Mistake 5. Ending suddenly because time ran out. Always plan your ending in advance. Let's now look at the 4 powerful endings you can use in your exam. These are simple, flexible, and examiner-friendly. Circular ending. You return to something from the beginning, an image, object, setting, or feeling. Example: the wind still howled through the empty street, but this time I wasn't afraid. Perfect for stories about journeys or change. Reflection ending. The narrator shares what they realized or understood. Example: looking back, I know now that courage isn't loud. It's choosing to go on. This shows maturity and insight. Examiners love this. Twist ending. A surprise that still makes sense based on clues earlier in the story. Example: only when the police arrived did I realize our real neighbor had moved out months ago. Perfect for mystery or suspense. Emotion, atmosphere, ending. You leave the reader with a mood, feeling, or image. Example: the first light of dawn softened the sky and everything felt quiet and new. Great for descriptive pieces or reflective stories. A useful tip: ask yourself, what emotion do I want my reader to feel at the end? Peaceful, tense, hopeful, nostalgic, surprised, reflective, uneasy. Once you know the emotion, choose the ending type that matches it. Now I want to show you something very powerful. I'm going to use one simple beginning, but end it in 4 different ways. This will help you see how each ending completely changes the story. Mini story beginning. I wandered deeper into the old forest, following the sound I wasn't sure I had really heard. Keep this sentence in mind. 1. Circular ending. The sound faded, but the same uneasy curiosity that had drawn me into the forest still tugged at my steps. Why it works. Links back to the curiosity in the beginning. Same setting, forest. Feels complete and intentional. 2. Reflection ending. Only later did I realize the forest frightened me not because of the shadows, but because it echoed the fears I had been avoiding for years. Why it works. Adds emotional depth, shows insight, makes the simple event meaningful. 3. Twist ending. When I finally found the source of the sound, it wasn't an animal at all. It was someone whispering my name. Why it works. Surprising but not random. Adds tension, feels like a revelation. 4. Atmosphere, emotion ending. The fog curled at my ankles as the forest grew darker, wrapping the path in a quiet that felt almost alive. Why it works. Strong mood, strong visual. No need to explain, the atmosphere carries the ending. See how the same beginning created 4 very different endings? This is the power of understanding ending types. Let's transform a weak ending into a strong one. Weak ending, and then I went home and everything was fine. Stronger reflection ending. I walked home slowly, letting the quiet evening ease the last of my fear. Stronger atmospheric ending. The streetlights shimmered across the pavement as I made my way home, their soft glow steadying me. To help you write your own, here are some useful sentence starters. In the end, I realized, even now I can still hear. As the sun set, later when I looked back, that was the moment I understood. The night fell quiet again, except for. These help you begin confidently. Checklist for a strong ending, links to the beginning, resolves the conflict, no new characters or events, ends with reflection or emotion. Consistent tone, action has already finished, creates a final image or emotion. Feels intentional and mature. Time management tips. In the exam, spend your first 5 minutes planning. Decide your ending during planning. Leave 5 minutes at the end to rewrite or improve your last paragraph. Never leave your ending to chance. Here's a quick exercise. Write only the final paragraph for one of these prompts. 1. Someone finds a mysterious key. 2. A storm interrupts a school trip. 3. A stranger sends a message by mistake. 4. A person chases something they think they saw. Choose any one and write a final paragraph using one of the 4 ending types. If you want, share your paragraph in the comments. If you found this lesson helpful, please like the video and subscribe to English Step by Step for more IGCSE English lessons. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.